YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's about me, the trucker, back with another video. I know y'all saw the title and the thumbnail, man. You cannot lose your cool. Don't get angrily so easy, especially if you're a man. There's a say I used to hear growing up: you can have your rights and give it away. You do not want to have your rights and give it away, man. So please, I'm telling you, do not lose your head so easily. Because once you lose your head, you cannot control anything else. Because that's where your brain is located. Your brain is located in your head. So if you should lose your head, lose your cool, lose your calm, you're going down the road, man, of destruction, man. So we're going to talk about a few things that, losing your cool and losing your, self, losing your head can make you get into real trouble, man. Like I said, you can have your rights and give it away. I even seen sometime when dealing with the police, people act a fool. Like, come on. Don't fight the case right there on the road. I see people, sometimes they know they're right, like they do nothing wrong, and the cops pull them over and they ended up losing their lives. Why? They cannot control their anger, especially when someone know they're right. It's like they think, no matter what I do now going forward, you know what I mean? I am in the right because I am not wrong. I remember one time I saw a dude, right? Someone did something. He was in the right. But the way the dude was acting after that, man, he was acting out crazy. I started leaning towards the person who was in the wrong. I'm like, yo, the way this dude is acting, I'm thinking about, yo, damn, bro, calm down. You can have your rights and give it away. And as a man, you can't be that emotional. As a man, try not to get too emotional. Because, you see, man, when we get emotional, that's like equal anger. We get angry. It's not going to be with crying or none of that stuff. We get angry. And when we get angry, we can do some crazy damage. We can even end up behind bars. Yeah. And then when we get behind bars, locked up, we suddenly calm down and realize, damn, I should have kept my cool. But it's too late. The prison system right now, there are a lot of emotional men right now in prison. A lot. Like probably 90% or 95% of the men in prison right now locked up, emotional. Something happened and that one lost of head, man, they just do some crazy stuff and they might end up getting life in prison. Some of them lose their lives, man. You cannot be so emotional. I'm telling you. You cannot. Look, man, even your girl sometimes can piss you off. Yeah, your girl can piss you off, get you all rolled up and everything, and y'all, yo, what the hell? And she's just talking a whole bunch of stuff and get you mad, bro. For a woman, she cannot beat you up physically. She cannot. But if she can make you get angry and act a fool, that's like her punching you in the face. You punching her in the face physically and her getting you angry and acting crazy verbally, it's the equivalent. I'm telling you. Remember, man and woman are not the same. We're the opposite. So if your girl right now is trying to punch you in the face, she's going to say some wild shit. And that's like punching you in the face. And when you get angry and irate, acting a fool, even put your hands on her, that's her like punching you in the face when she realizes you get angry. Don't put your hands on her. Because, I don't know, man. These women can say some of the most craziest shit to piss you off as a man. I'm telling you. They will even say some stuff that are not true. She will even start talking about your private part. Get on your ego. You cannot get so easily angry as a man. Do not lose your head out here. I am a truck driver, right? I am a truck driver. I run into a lot of situations where I can lose my head and I could go crazy. Sometimes I am at shipper and receiver, and the person working there behind the counter when I'm checking in, maybe they're having a bad day or something, but the way they go about stuff, I'm like, yo, what the hell? I could go crazy and lose my head because I know I'm not wrong. And then when I do something like that now, let's say I'm at a shipper, I'm waiting, and I get a little attitude from one of the clerks, and I flipped out knowing I'm not wrong and everything, and everyone in there is telling me, okay, it's cool, calm down, we apologize, and I'm just keep going on and on and on. You know what could happen? I could be sitting in that dock for the whole day. They just not loaded my truck right away. People are petty like that. They can do that. And sometimes, like I said, people could be having a bad day. Sometimes people get the kick out of pissing someone else off. I know a girl that tell me once, yo, I love pissing off people. It kind of gives me a high. I'm like, what the hell? She said, yeah, pissing off people kind of give her a little high. There are people like that out there, man. You have to be careful. Do not lose your head so easily. I'm telling you. Ah, man. I know y'all know when it comes to the police, man, we'll see those videos on the internet. And there's this one time you watching a video and you said, yo, the driver could have chilled. It ain't that serious. Just give the cop your license. Just step out the car. Just answer simple questions. But because the cop pulled you over and you're driving a brand new Mercedes-Benz, you flipped out and say it's racial profiling. Yeah, I know that do happen sometimes. But hold on, my phone's ringing. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking a whole bunch of crap, man. But like I said in the beginning of the video, you can have your right and give it away. Yo, I have this friend, man. I have this friend, this African-American dude. And he's like, Romain, I have a problem, man. I'm like, yo, what's the issue? What's the problem you have? He's like, yo, I cannot control my anger, bro. I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah. Since I was growing up, I realized I have an anger issue. I said, you have an anger issue? He said, yeah, man. I cannot control it. When I'm pissed off, I'm pissed off. My head is just boom. I'm like, yo, really? He's like, yeah. And he's admitting this. And he's like, yo, a lot of people are like this, man. It's not so easy for some of us to control our anger like that. Because once we get angry, we get angry. I'm like, what? He said, yeah. He said, yo, he's scared sometimes. Because now he's into trucking and he's thinking, yo, I'm doing trucking, I'm making money. But I'm worried, like, if someone one day pisses me off and I lose my head, and I go for, like, my knife or anything and stab him up and do something crazy out here on the road. And I'm like, then don't have no knife around you then. Say, yo, even if I don't have any knife, bro, once I get angry, I'm going to find some form of weapon and hurt somebody. I just cannot control it. It's like I see red when I get angry. I'm like, bro, you got some serious issue, man. Maybe you have to meditate and, you know, just think about what can happen. And he said, yeah, I do that all the time. I try. He said he's think he's getting better at it, but I didn't know that that's a real issue. Like, some people, once they get angry, you cannot stop them. They can't even stop their own self. And they're going to do damage to somebody, man. I didn't know that. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's like a curse. I'm like, bro, you gotta get that right. You gotta get that right. But yeah, man, control your anger. I know for a woman, it's a little bit different because women are emotional. So, depending on how she feel at the time, no matter what you're saying, man, if that's the way she feel, she's going to feel like that. So, I don't know too much for the ladies, man, but I know for a man, because it's so dangerous when a man get angry, and I've seen it over and over. I know. I'm not perfect. I lost my head before a lot. Yeah, I do. I have my rights and give it away in the past before. And no matter what I said after that, they were talking about what I did. I'm talking about what happened to me. They're like, no, that happened to you, yes, but look at what you did. So that becomes the new truth right there. And now you end up in trouble. You know what I mean? Yeah, growing up as kids, that's what I'm talking about, man. My cousins would mess with me, and then I'd do some crazy stuff, and then when my grandma come, I'm the one getting the blame. I'm like, yo, but she's like, no, but look what you did right here. So I know what it is, man. You can have your right and give it away. Do not lose your head. Take a deep breath. You can do, even with road rage, man. Sometimes you're driving that truck down the highway, man, and some people do some crazy stuff. Just let them go, man. Just let them go. Don't try and do anything crazy. Sometimes this horn right here, this horn, this is like a stress reliever. That here on is like a stress reliever, man. So when somebody do something crazy, yeah, you're like, boom, boom, boom. You get really angry on that ear on. But you have to be careful now, because remember, when we were doing that test, that writing a test to get our driver's license, CDL license permit, it said that horn right here can startle people, can scare them away. So you driving and someone is right there doing something, you like, bam, they might get frantic and like, oh shit. So you have to be careful, man. Maybe a one-tap burp or something, or you use a city horn, you know what I mean? But that hair on, man, it's like a stress reliever. I'm telling you, you just, bah, bah, you get crazy with it, man, because four-wheelers, we call people with normal car four-wheelers. So if you see this video, you're not a truck driver, you don't know the terminology. Four-wheelers are like regular cars, passenger cars, you know what I mean? They drive crazy. Sometimes they will be coming on the highway, and you're coming down, and all they have to do is just speed up and match the speed of the highway and go. They're like slowing down and coming over into my lane, and you know, I know not to lose my head, because if I lose my head, I will not be able to do a maneuver, a safe maneuver. So I have to check my mirrors and look if the next lane is clear, or if anyone is behind me close where I could, you know not to slam on the brakes or anything, or know if I can slow down while that person is barely moving. And then you can maybe like, because you're not close to them, and get them to speed up. But if you're watching this video, man, when you come on the highway and you're like next to a truck doing your thing, step on your gas. You can step on your gas and speed away left the truck, man. You can. Because sometimes the truck driver cannot go over. Yesterday, a dude was coming on the highway. All he had to do was speed up, because I was watching him. He came on, I'm like, good. He's going to go into the lane and speed up. The dude drive all the way to the end of the ramp and stuck right there and wait for my truck to pass, other cars to pass, and then he come on the highway. And now you have to start picking up speed back from zero, when he could have just entered the highway and speed up. I could have get angry, but I'm like, yo, maybe he doesn't know better. Maybe he's scared. People can scared. Remember, don't just lose your head. Sometimes you might think you're right, but you could be wrong. That's one of the main things about not getting too angry. You might think you are right, but there's a chance maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? So don't lose your head, especially if you're a man. If you have that same issue that my boy, this African American dude, was telling me about, that when he gets angry, he gets really angry. If you have that issue, please work on it, man. Seek some help. I may not be the guy to believe in this therapy thing, because I know All you have to do is just meditate and look where you go wrong and try and fix things. You have to fix yourself. Because all you got to do is just go somewhere and talk to somebody about what happened to you. And they may have some professional advice. I don't know. But I'm not the guy to go sit down with someone and tell them what's my issue. You know, I try to think and say, yo, where am I going wrong? What can I do to make this better? I'm not going to pray about it, because that's me sourcing it out there. But if I meditate, then I was able to, you know, I can maybe fix a solution down the problem and find a solution for it. Instead of like hoping. I don't like to hope. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you could be wrong. You could be wrong. So don't lose your head. Do not. That's my boy over there. I looked at my boy over there. We have to go check it out. Do not argue with the police on the side of the road. That's not the courthouse. If they ask you for your license, give them your license. Now, yo, police pulled me over already, man. And based on my conversation with them, they even about to give me the ticket, man. Because some cops out there, man, probably thinking, yo, if I pull over a good black dude and he's not giving me any attitude, man, I think I'll just let him go because he's not a problem. I genuinely think there are white police officers out there that, yo, if I pull over a black dude and he's cooperating, he's not the typical stereotype, acting a fool, I'm gonna just let him go, because that's what we need, man. And we want him to know, if you keep that up, man, that attitude, if you keep up that calm attitude and don't lose your head, I want to reward you for it. So if I'm a white cop, man, I pull over a black dude and he's just, depending on what he did, and he's just cooperating like that, man, I'm gonna like, yo, I'm gonna let this dude go, because, you know, I like that. So don't lose your head, man. Don't have your right and give it away. Do not let your girl piss you off. Do not let anyone at your job piss you off. You know what I mean? As a man, control yourself. A lot of emotional men are in prison. I'm wrapping up the video now. And remember, is there a chance that you could be wrong? It's your boy, man, the trucker, man. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Right now, I just took a shower. My hair is greased up and all of that stuff. So it's looking all shiny in the video and stuff. So I'm about to hit the road, but I just wanted to come and make this video because I was thinking, man, like, yo, men be losing their heads. And once a man loses his head, man, and gets so angry, it's a force you don't want. It's a force that's hard to reckon with, man. So do not lose your head. Do not lose your head as a man. Please like the video, hype the video, share this video on your Facebook or whatever platform so someone with anger issues can probably, you know, watch it, because it's a real thing. People have anger issues. And if you have anger issues, just know that if you lose your head, do some crazy stuff, you cannot go to court and say, Your Honor, I lost my head at the moment. I'm sorry. No, you have to go serve that time. You will have to serve that time. And when you're in prison, you will be thinking about, damn, man, that dude cut me off in traffic and I got out of my car and go over there and start arguing with him and I did some crazy stuff and now I regret it. What if I just let that dude go? My phone is ringing again. I don't know why my boy keep calling me. I'm gonna go see what's going on, man. So like the video. Let me hang it up. Like the video, hype the video, share the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.